this one here. So I broke it up here. Here's our hot water stuff. So this says our mixing valve and our water heater, and then this one's full of pumps. So we've got our circulator pumps, and then we jump into our booster system here. And all that information is available in there, along with wiring diagrams and anything else you'd need on here, check valve wise, as well as the pump manual. So get familiar with that stuff, very handy. You want to take a look at the user interface here. So we've got our set point here at 75, system PSI currently at 72, so there is a 5 PSI up or down range that transducer is set for. And then we'll keep an eye on temperatures as well as your suction pressure right now. It's a big readout right here, system normal. If there's any type of alarm, that thing will go red and you'll have access to that alarm information as well. We got our HOA switches here, hand to off auto, as well as our through the door pump disconnects right here. So make sure you throw your main disconnect as well as pump disconnects before opening up that panel, because that will be hot. And then you leave these in PLC mode, which is going to keep them running from the running off of the transducers from the control panel. Right, and we go green, indicating pump on. You can hear it wind up, and that thing is going. And then you can shut them off here, or also force on in hand mode if you're doing some kind of maintenance. So that's available as well. We're not going to open the panel right now because everything's running, nor is there any maintainable items inside there. Just know you need to use all 3 disconnects before you open that panel up. And also whatever lockout, tag out procedures you guys are using here at this facility need to be followed as well. So kind of high side maintenance on that. Again, my information is available in both of those manuals if you want to get in touch with me or anybody at CHC directly. And then now we can talk about our last item here in the mechanical room, which is going to be the electronic mixing valve, and that's over here. So this here is the Heat Timer ETV Platinum Plus electronic mixing valve, which looks like the guys at Apollo did a beautiful job installing. Here's your actuator here, and so your actual mixing valve is underneath down there, and this up top is your control module. And so you've got your wires, 120 volt power supply ran back to this, and this is where we can change our set point, which we can check right here. We got a set point on that of 120. We go back through here. And this has access to most of the functions of this unit, but set point's already been set up on there. And your settings are locked currently. So that's one thing. If you do need to change any setting in here, you need to remove this cover panel right here, and there's an actual button right there that will lock and unlock this unit. And that's important, so you can't just come up right here and change the settings without really knowing what you're doing to get there. But there's no maintenance on this thing. You don't need to rebuild the pump from any time. It's kind of set it and forget it. So once you get it set, there's nothing you need to come back and do. It's going to maintain that temperature automatically. There's no balancing procedure like a manual mixing valve. Everything's done electronically through the system sensor. So it's got a mixed system sensor, which is right out there, and that reads the temperature going into your domestic water system. And the valve will modulate open and close for cold and hot water accordingly. So there's nothing you need to do. If you have any questions or need help configuring that, please reach out to CHC or myself directly. And that's it for here. The other one we did have is there's elevator pumps. And so I don't know if that's something we want to cover, which if you're videotaping it, we might as well. It shouldn't take much more than 5 minutes.
It's up to you. Yeah, I think it's important to this training.
Yeah, it's part of the domestic water system. Okay. So do you know where those are?
I do not. Well, we do have, I don't know if you're presenting as well, we have another, what's it called again? training?
Owner's training?
No, the name of the training.
Oh, domestic water?
Bar training.
Yeah.
There's another one at 2, and they're going on with some other ones, so that's probably it, right?
Okay.
Because this one's just the mechanical room, and we're meeting in the main entrance for the other one.
So you guys need me to come back at 2?
If you're presenting it, I'd imagine you would. But
This is the only one I heard about, so I don't know.
maybe that person's talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If it's not here, then it'll probably be covered in that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's it.
Sweet.
If you could get the